if I were to die tomorrow, they'd probably play this exact video at my funeral, and I would be okay with that. Hey YouTube, I just wanted to make a video today explaining how YouTube has changed my life with less than 100 subscribers in less than 3 months. So to date, I've maybe made about 8 videos, 9 videos. I've been experimenting with shorts lately. I try to focus on my long form content. In fact, I had a video planned about the Sigma 10 to 18 millimeter lens, and I decided to make this one instead because I feel like this is a topic that I wanted to talk about more. This is kind of a last minute thing. I didn't really script this or think it through too much. Honestly, I'm just kind of have some notes on my iPad, which brings me to the points on why YouTube has changed my life. The biggest thing I would say is self-improvement and sense of accomplishment. So I realized maybe about 6 months ago that I've been spending my whole life, my entire professional career, building the brand of whatever company I was working for. And it's not really something I aspire to do. It's just something I fell into, making videos, making content, social media marketing, that kind of thing. And one day I did something that was not approved of by my employer because it didn't fall in line with the brand, and I realized immediately at that point in time that yeah, he's right, I gotta build my own brand. And so my channel is very small. I'm not the best YouTuber in the world. In fact, I started off by just wanting to make YouTube videos about technology for the sole purpose of hopefully getting free items shipped to me, basically starting YouTube to sell out to Amazon or Apple or Sony or whomever. And along the way, I've been doing a lot of research, and I've been looking at different things like editing software, cameras, and I've been learning a ton, and it's been helping me a lot. So just for some reference, I am a vice president of sales at a glass company. I do pretty well financially. This has nothing to do with that. This channel specifically was started to essentially build my own brand and get out of my comfort zone. And honestly, just being on YouTube has helped my salesmanship a ton because prior to this, prior to looking at the camera and not freaking out and trying my best to not look at the screen on the side, my ability to talk to people has skyrocketed. I have no problem talking to anybody, anytime. I can go to lunch with people. I can, whatever it is, even if I mess up, I don't even care. Like it's like that's one thing that YouTube has taught me as well. It's like nobody cares anyway, so nobody's judging me. I'm just here doing my thing, trying to be myself, my authentic self, right? So I just have a little list of some things that I have going on here. I want to read off to you that coincide with my story here. So during COVID, so well, let me just back up there. So this year, in 2024, I read a ton of books. I listened to a ton of books because I spent a lot of time on the road, so I put on audiobooks. And some of the books I listened to this year that are my favorites are Things That Matter by Joshua Becker, Essentialism by Greg McKeown, Atomic Habits by James Clear, and one book that, oh yeah, and also Level Up by Rob Dial. That was the very first book I listened to this year, probably January, and I listened to it a couple times and it inspired me to just start picking up these other books and start devouring them. And each one of these books I listened to multiple times. But anyway, the book that I like the most, I listened to at least 20 times this year alone, is called Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill. And the reason I like it is because I feel like a deep connection to it. So if you've ever read the book, it's essentially Napoleon Hill. It's a backstory about his life and how he started to become a drifter, and he was unhappy, unfulfilled. He didn't have his purpose in life. And eventually he found it, and he met his other self. And only after this, the rest of the book is essentially him interviewing the devil. Now, from the devil's dialogue, essentially he brings out information that pertains to success and self-improvement. And so if you ever read the book, COVID for me was a time in my life where I started to drift, right? I became a drifter. I started drinking heavily. I gained all kinds of weight. I got gout. I had health problems, and my finances kind of went to shit. I'm okay. I didn't, nothing terrible happened. It's just that I found myself in a ton of debt and no savings. It was just a mess. So anyway, that book and all the other books forced me to basically try new things. And so here I am doing YouTube, and I feel like this is my higher self. Like, this is a very small channel. I don't know if it's gonna get big or not. I had one video that got 2.7K views. It was really cool because I didn't expect that at all. Like usually my videos get 50 views, 100 views, 600 for the good ones, but that was really cool. So that's one of the lessons I guess also I want to bring up is that I had one video that was an ultra success on my channel, and it made me feel really good. So I immediately followed it up with two more just like it. It was a video on how to edit on CapCut, and I thought, okay, this is what the people want to see. So I followed it up two more videos right after, and after that it was like crickets. And so that's one of the lessons I guess I'm trying to convey here is that you never know what video is going to take off, and you never know what your calling is going to be. So originally my niche was going to be business and technology, doing tech reviews because that's the kind of videos I like watching. But as I got deeper into this, I started to understand a little more about this. So probably the second or one of the bigger things I like about YouTube is that it forced me to level up and learn some new skills. So when I first started doing this, all I had was my iPhone, and since then I now have, let's see, right, the Osmo Pocket 3. This thing right here is badass. I've made many videos about this. I'll probably make many more because I feel like, as new content creators, this is a must-have because it's so flippin' easy. I also picked up this guy right here. This is the Sony a6700, and on it I have the Sigma 10 to 18 millimeter. I use this one more for photography. I just started shooting in full manual just a few days ago. I'm learning how to edit in Lightroom, right? And not only that, but like the video editing software. So I'm doing this course online I paid for. It's called Edit with Trev. He just popped up on my feed one day. I really like his personality, and he teaches the software that I happen to have and use. And since then, I've been getting hopefully better at editing, but it's all about getting 1% better every single day, right? So another thing about YouTube that has helped me is that I'm actually starting to make money with the skills that I've learned. So these are skills that I already kind of have and I was nurturing, but YouTube kind of forced me to take that to the next level. And so now I'm starting to work with brands, like nothing to do with YouTube, just my own personal brand. I'm doing photography, videography work, some spokesperson stuff for brands in my industry, and being on YouTube essentially gave me the confidence and the skills to pull that off. So even though I haven't made a dime from YouTube, maybe one day I will, just being on YouTube and buying all this equipment, learning how to use it, and then using it, right? So part of what I'm doing here is I want to help. So basically my niche, it transformed into new creators, right? Helping new creators along the way. So all my videos lately have been having to do with video editing, Amazon purchases for stuff that I use for the purpose of editing, the cameras that I use, how to set up the cameras, editing techniques, green screen, how to set up your camera, white balance, all that stuff. And honestly, this is stuff that I just learned myself, and I'm super excited about it. So now I've kind of morphed into just being able to be here to help new creators. So another thing about YouTube that I learned, and I knew it was coming, is I got this horrible comment on one of my videos, and I knew it was coming because I've done a ton of research, but when it happens, it kind of just like crushes you, and so I'll show you the comment right here. So the comment, my first impulse was to respond. I immediately went to that person's channel to see their videos, and of course they have none, right? So my first instinct was to respond and retaliate, and after a while I was like, you know what, I don't care. Obviously we're always going to get those, and that's just one lesson to be learned, is that you're always going to get those naysayers and those negative comments, and you just got to keep going. I've been doing a lot of shorts lately that have to do with motivational stuff. I've been listening to Motiversity every morning on my way into work, and I've just been incredibly motivated to create content that kind of captures that vibe, but also has to do with creating content. And so here I am, my channel is pivoting, it's small, so I can pivot one way or the other, and I've been watching a lot of Think Media and a lot of seasoned creators and companies that help creators grow, and they say that your niche, it'll find you. Like, you may start thinking that you want to do something, but your niche will find you. And I think my niche has found me. And so now I'm going to pivot and take care of new content creators because that's what I am. And that's what excites me and keeps me going, posting on this channel. And I'm fully aware that probably nobody will watch this video, but I don't care. Another thing about YouTube that I thought about is like, if I die, right? God forbid I die today or tomorrow. Are they gonna at my funeral say, yeah, he was a great salesman, he made millions of dollars for his company, he always went to work, he always checked emails, right? He always did this, that, or are they gonna say he was a good family man? Like, what are they gonna say about me? So until very recently, they'd probably say what I said previously about me, but now hopefully my personality and my vibe and what I'm all about is shining through my YouTube channel, right? So I'm pretty sure if I were to die tomorrow, they'd probably play this exact video at my funeral, and I would be okay with that. I would be happy with that, right? I feel like I'm leaving a legacy. This may turn into nothing, but it means everything to me, and I hope that my channel, and all the effort I'm putting in is going to help you, my audience, hopefully, which is new creators, because that's what I am, and that's who I want to take care of. Let me get some water. YouTube has changed my life profoundly with very little subscribers. I'm super grateful for it. I'm having a blast learning all these new skills and implementing them and, getting some good feedback. And the community of YouTube is just really great. I've been doing a lot of research and they say that the creator economy is going to double in the next 3 years. And that is exciting news for small creators like ourselves. And I very much look forward to keeping this going. I feel good in my skin and I have absolutely no problem getting on the camera, which took a while and it took a long time to get the stones to talk to the camera, right? And have it be natural. So that's another skill that I'm working on. Okay, another lesson that I learned recently is that nobody cares. So there really is nothing to fear talking to the camera because literally nobody cares. Like people in my family don't care. My own wife, pretty sure doesn't watch my videos. My daughter watches them when I force her to. Maybe she watches them, I don't know. But I guess the point I'm trying to make is everybody is busy with their own lives. They don't really care that you're a creator and whatever you're doing on your time, it doesn't even matter. So don't do it thinking that someone that you know is going to judge you. If anything, they'll have respect for you for even doing it. So I'm doing this, for myself. I hope that it turns into something, but I'm finding a lot of value in learning from YouTube, and I'm hoping that I can convert that, right? Get that value that I learn, package it up, and write videos and scripts about certain topics that have to do with content creation, and represent that back to you, which hopefully my audience are people exactly like me who want to be new creators, and usually people that are creators, they want to learn from a creator that is maybe their same age, their same gender, someone like them, more or less. So I'm not a spring chicken, right? I'm not a teenager. I'm not in my 20s anymore. I'm 37 years old, if you got to know. So, and I see that on my analytics, the vast majority of my audience is people in my same gender, in my same age group, and maybe in my same journey, in my same point in time in my journey, my YouTube and content creation journey. So YouTube, I'm going to keep doing it, and I guess the whole purpose of this video is if you're a new creator, just get started, start messy, and you're going to figure things out along the way, and you're going to produce some content that you're super proud of. Even if nobody watches them, you'll be proud of them, and you're going to see your own growth as each video goes on. So this particular video, I'm not really editing or adding effects or anything, any of the cool stuff. This is just me, my raw opinion and emotion that I've given to you. So long story short, YouTube has changed my life and I'm gonna keep it up. And if you're a new creator or you're just getting started, I hope you get started and I hope you keep it up. There's gonna be some weeks where you don't feel like doing it. It's okay to take a small break, but just get back into it and don't chase the views, don't chase the likes. Just do what makes you feel good at first, and eventually the things that you're interested in will find its audience, right? You're going to find other folks just like you out there on YouTube who like the same things that you do, and they'll eventually find your channel and it'll start to grow. So I really don't have any better advice than that. I'm not a big YouTube channel, so obviously I'm just getting started myself, but this is just some motivational dialogue to help you keep going if you're a new creator, learn new skills, and above all, just get 1% better every single day. If you can just do that, you'll be 37 times better by the time a year passes by. And I already feel 100 times better from the day I started, which is about 3 to 4 months ago. So I'll leave you with that, and I'll see you with the next one. Thanks, YouTube. Peace.